Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm your host, Tony T, and handicapper here on Tony'sPicks.com. Today on the show, we're going to get you picks from the NBA, college hoops, and the NHL. At the end, we'll have a parlay peripheral from our cappers, and we'll get you the picks. But first, we meet the cappers, then we get right to the picks, because we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Not a whole lot, Tony. It's one of those days after you take a beating. Sometimes it's you feel it this day today, but on to a new day. Dallas definitely didn't show up for that one yesterday. OKC was they want the $1 million on the trip to Vegas. Dallas sure didn't look like they were motivated to get to Vegas at all in that one. Congratulations to OKC. That looks like I think maybe Dallas is looking for something a little different down the line later on in the season, other than an NBA Cup win. I think they want something a little. Their goals are focused on something a little more bigger than the NBA Cup, but still, the little prize money would have been nice if you showed up and made it a game. But it is what it is, and on to today's action. Nice college hoops. Small slate hockey card. Why they give you like a big 12-game card, and then they give you like 2 games. And it's like, and guess what? So tomorrow, 13-game card, and then lead it into the I believe 1 game on Friday. It's like the good old NHL.
That's the NHL for you, no doubt. Let's say hello to Solo. Solo, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Decent day yesterday. I think we went 500, so I guess we lost a little bit. Probably got juiced out. Enjoyed the in-season tournament. College basketball, a little tricky day. Ready to fire today. Let's get to the money.
Get to the money indeed. Let's say hello to Chris. Chris, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Yeah, coming off of a 1-1 game yesterday. Had the Magic to cover. They barely did that, but at least they got the cover. And then, I was on the Mavs as well. And OKC came in and took care of business and heading to Vegas. So we'll see what happens there.
That's right. And I'll tell you what. Yep. And I'm coming off a 1-1 day. I was on OKC side. My best bet run. Starting a new streak here after breaking my streak on Sunday. So we had 2 in a row since that Sunday debacle. But we're going to bounce back as I said we would. And again, I got to get better in college hoops. Couldn't get the cover. I had to give Rod that Illinois cap back. Give it back.
it was the last second. It was they had the lead. They were up by 10, I believe it was 81-71, and I was like, "Oh, it looks like Illinois got this one." And the guy hits a 3, makes it a 7-pointer, and then they started the foul fest, and Illinois bricked a few foul shots. And then
the end game.
And the guy hit whiskey with a couple threes late, and it ended up being a 6-point win.
Yeah, the end game in college hoops will drive you nuts, man. It will drive you nuts.
Oh, it will.
The line moving. I was ready to roll with Rutgers on a premium, and boom, I saw that line move on the Rutgers game. I said, "Oh, it still covered the 4." They covered a 3-point.
Still covered the 4, though.
Yeah, they covered the 3. They still covered the 3. It was a 4-point win for Rutgers at the rack, at home to the rack. I've seen it many times you've seen it when they're 1-point favorite, 1-point dog. In those games, they seem to get the win in those, Rod.
They do. They just find a way to get the job done, and it's what I looked at yesterday in college hoops, and I was like, ooh, I'm staying away from today's card. I just had a feeling my guts were hurting, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it today. I was like, some days you just got to take a pass on that, and I went with the NBA, and that hurt me too, but it was it.
We on that dog against Butler, Solo?
Yes, sir.
That's what I should have put in. That was the one I should have put in, right? I gave it
the money line for you because you like those big money line dogs.
Yeah, I had the money line, but I do. Sometimes when you take too many money lines, you win 2 and you lose the other 4. But we had Butler last night.
Yeah, that league up there. I forgot the league name. What's that league up there with the Dakota schools? They had a pretty good week so far. They got another team in action today there. So we'll see how this one rolls. So let's get to the NBA.
The Horizon?
Not the Horizon League. Oh God, what's the name? Summit League. Summit League. Yes, they're trying to pull some of those teams into D1 college football. We'll see if that happens. Those schools, but we're ready to roll to see here these teams that play here on Wednesday, which means I have one less day in Vegas. So we'll see what happens with the teams that won yesterday. They're going to have an extra day in Vegas. We'll see how that rolls. But anyway, we've got Hawks and Knicks going head to head. This one's moving here from 6 opener. 7 overnight, now 7.5. We're now seeing 8 at Penny and DK as well. And Chris, so we're seeing 8s popping up in this game. Total sits at 237. Warriors and Rockets. Rockets favored at home. Yes, they are. From an opener of 2.5, it's come down here to total 223. We started off here. Well, actually, we should take a look at this injury report first here. But first, we'll go over to Rod, and then we'll update the injuries.
Yeah, for me, looking at these ones, it's like that looks exactly like the line of the Bucks game yesterday. I'll take Atlanta plus the 7.5 heading into New York. I think Atlanta can keep that closer than the 7. I know the Raptors can do it, then so can Atlanta in that one. I like the over as well, 237.5. I think no defense being played. I'll play a little bit, but not a whole lot, especially in this cup game. I think it's all hands on deck, all out. Give me the over in that one, and I like Atlanta plus the 7.5. And then I like the under 223.5 in the other one. We know Houston's at home, and they like to play some defense, so definitely give me the under 223.5 there in that one. I think that's going to be a pretty good game, too. I think that's about right where that line should be. Houston at home, laying 2. That's about right where it should be. I like the under as the play there, though. 223.5 is sliding under the total in that one.
There from Rod right now. My browser refresher can give you some of the injury updates here. Still the same. Lundy always out here for Atlanta. So Zeller. Zeller's been out. Probably should keep him out, to be honest with you. I didn't like what the Clippers. Johnson is the one here that you got to worry about. He's questionable here with that shoulder for Atlanta, and it's a legit injury. So keep an eye there. Bogdanovich is questionable. Trae Young and Hunter hit the in there at the list as probable. On the Knicks side, Robinson continues to be out. Hart is questionable. Karl Anthony Towns, they got him in there as probable. He played on Monday, which I was very surprised about. But anyway, he'll be probable in this one. Warriors and Rockets. Moody is out here, so Moody out here for this for Warriors to unpack their bench. Wiggins is questionable, so those are the two names there. On Rockets, well, they put some guys on the injury list today as questionable. So these are your questionables. Whitmer, Tate, Sengun is the one to keep an eye on. Adams is questionable here. So there you're updated there with the injuries. We move on over to Solo.
Yeah, the Hawks in the Knicks game. This hatred is real. I remember when they spit on the homie Trae Young and the whole 9, talk crazy to him and all that. Well, now we got a situation where it's +7, +8. You know I'm a big fan of this. You know I'm on the Hawks on the money line. I'm with Trae Young going into the guard, Trae Young getting it on the money line, getting real pissed off, finding a way to put it all on his back. I think he probably goes for about 40 tonight. He hates the Knicks. I'm telling you, he is gunning tonight. I'm going to take the Hawks on the money line. If you can't stomach it, take the points. In the other game, it's real simple, man. I stayed down with the Rockets. I think Udoka is going to make the little in-game decisions. Going to find a way to slow Steph down. I'm going to take the Rockets. I'm going to lay it. I'm going to get the money.
Rockets there from Solo. We move on over to Chris.
Yeah, that Hawks-Knicks game actually gave out it's one of my videos on the YouTube channel today. And it was before the line started moving. I had the Knicks just because it's a revenge game. They're back at home. I mean, I know Trae Young and all them hate the Knicks for all that beef and everything. Some of it I think to me assimilates. I know they spit on him and did all that kind of stuff. It's what Michael Jordan used to do. Is he used to take something like that and then make it into something where he had a monster game. So now that's moving, I'm probably going to switch and lean more towards that 8. If it does lean to 8 and 8.5, I'd go with the Hawks, just because of all that with the line moving. So that's kind of a switch up there. As far as the Houston Rockets and the Warriors, I do think they slow them down. I think we see an under in that one because they play better defense at home. So I do think we see a lower scoring game there. They're able to slow this Warriors pace down and get everything under control there. So yeah, we'll just roll with the under on that one.
There from Chris, tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to go over in this Hawks and Knicks game. Boy, this Knicks team at home averaging 122 points per 100 possessions, shooting very well in their home games. I mean, it's just the numbers are pretty impressive here for this Knicks team on their home court. 51% from the field, 40% from 3. Looking here at this Hawks team, they are giving up 46% from beyond for overall the Knicks on their home court. I'll do that. I'm going to go ahead and take the Houston Rockets in this spot. The Warriors have not shot the ball well over their past 5 games, and this is a Houston spot when they're at home. They have been money. Also, they've been trending under in back-to-back home games. So that's been a trend for this Houston Rockets team. When they're at a home stand, they can get their system together, get that defensive vice on these teams, and that's how they play. So, but I'm going to take the Rockets. They've covered 9 of 12 at home this season, and I'll take them in this spot here against these Warriors. So keep an eye on these Rockets. They make it, the Rockets and Memphis Grizzlies, non-playoff teams that'll make the playoffs, make it harder on the Lakers if they get in the play-in round. All right, let's continue here. all this talk right now, you knew it was going to come. You knew it was going to come. Those were
we done, Tony.
Fool's gold in the early season, those wins against bad teams, and you were playing bad defense. Come on. All right, here we go. Let's go to college hoops. Ready to roll here. As we do this time of the year, we just ask cappers, just give us what you got. Once we get into January, we'll start doing the time block. So college hoops, Rod, give us what you got.
Yeah, another tough slate of games here today on the college hoops board. A couple I'm leaning to. I like LIU here against UMass. You look at Massachusetts, a little 4-4 against the number. LIU 4-5 against the number, but laying 15.5 with UMass Lowell. Not what I want to be doing with my money. I'll take LIU plus the 15.5. I think they can come into that game and keep it close. I think it's more like an 8-point win for UMass Lowell. Solid team, but LIU can score enough points to keep up with UMass Lowell in that one. That's too big a spread. Another one I'm looking at. Where is it? Scroll down a little. There are some online numbered games today that they're like, "Ooh, look at that one." This is like some of these. If they were the line, they'd be like 50. We got the Dons taking on Stanislaus State. It doesn't even have a line
California.
on it.
Northern California. It's where all the 4-star. It's up
in the Redwoods.
Yeah, up in the Redwoods.
Up in the big Redwoods area there. Yeah. And then another one, I like the over between Bryant and St. John's at 160.5. Both those teams can score plenty enough points to get us up over the 160 number in that one. More like a track meet. Bryant, they start hitting threes, and we'll fly over the 160 in that one. And then the other one, NJIT plus the 6. Take it on Delaware State. I can't believe Delaware State's laying 6 points in that contest. Don't do it. Don't lay it with Delaware State.
Nerds, computer nerds.
Yeah, exactly, right. I've heard even that sometimes when the game starts up, they even have call-outs. Come down to the office. We'll try you out. Maybe you can come play on the game for the day. So I think NJIT.
You can't get them off the computers. You can't get those guys off their computer, man.
No, that's the problem.
IT people. They're IT.
No, give me NJIT plus the 6 there in that one versus Delaware State.
There you go from Rod. It is finals. We're getting that point where it's finals week. Some teams are changing their finals week because of the college football playoff because they want the kids in the campus site. These campus sites, you're going to see some of these weird matchups where they don't need coaches that want to go over game plans. Just go out there and win on Athletic Billy alone. So that's what you see this time of the year on over the solo.
Yeah, I jumped out there the other night, Tony, and took Norfolk State over Hofstra. Got kicked in my damn mouth.
I did too, man.
I'm going to get my money back today with Baylor. I'm going to lay the -27. I'm going to get that off the early noon lunch special here. Then we're going to come back around, and I'm going to lay it with San Diego State, man. This team is real deal. They coach well. They're going to play good defense. They're going to control the paint. They're going to rebound the ball. I think they get it done tonight versus Cal Baptist. Later 15.
Okay, late 15th there. Undersized Cal Baptist there. On over to Chris.
I'm looking at the Colgate Kentucky game, and I'm gonna take the over. I know it's 157.5, 158 some places, but I mean, you look what Kentucky's doing. I mean, they're dropping 100 points at home. So even if Colgate helps out a little bit, we're still gonna get over that total. So we're gonna look there, and I'll probably lean. I think it's at 30.5, 31 in certain places for the number. I'd probably lean for Colgate to get the cover there, but I still would take the over as the pick.
Yeah, from Chris. I'll tell you what I think about. We'll give you some good games here I've looked at here. I think I'm going to be butting heads here with Teresa here. Yeah, I'm going to look at Milwaukee. This experiment with Doug Gottlieb. Yeah, the Fox Sports radio host that's keeping his radio show and coaching Green Bay. It hasn't been going too well for him, by the way. If you haven't been following him over there, it's been pretty brutal there. This Green Bay. He actually benched his starting. He's benched his only score pretty much.
Yeah, the top scorer, right?
The top scorer. He's benched him.
Yeah.
He was, he's not playing the way I want him to play and all this. Well, you're a bad team, man. You're just horrible. 2-8 on the year, 0-2 in the horizon. And again, Anthony Roy, he benched him. He's listed as probable here. Their 3 losses on the home court have been by 6 or greater. Green Bay, 350th in the nation defensive efficiency. They really can't defend. Poor rebounding team. They lack size and D1 experience. They fail to cover 3 or 4 at home. Milwaukee strong on the glass on both ends. They shoot the ball well inside. Their experience. I'll take Milwaukee here, even though it's on the road. But there's a lot of issues over with this Green Bay team since Gottlieb came in, and just not happy. They're not happy with him. Let's put it that way. I'm going to take, even with the line move, I'm going to take South Dakota State +10. What's happened to Nevada? 9 of 40 from 3. How do you lose at Loyola? We even solo and tell you. How do you lose at Loyola Marymount on the road?
Yeah, I had a premium on that one too. Yeah, this is crazy. Nevada really laying down. They just can't score like they used to. This defense is falling apart. And I remember at one point in time, Alford used to kind of call the timeout to slow it down. He's kind of letting them figure it out, and they're not figuring it out.
They're not figuring it out. No, it's sometimes bringing in a bunch of transfers and going, look, we got a bunch of big goons that can play hoops, but they don't know how to gel together at all and play a team game here together. It's looking like a mishmash wobble people out there. It's awful. Ooh.
That's bad, man.
Yeah, that's rough. The 30-point shooting's in bad. Jackrabbits, we know, can defend. They shoot well inside. They make their free throws at 80%. You got it in the Summit League, or you get pounded out in that league. It's a competitive league. Second in the nation, South Dakota State on the defensive glass, and they rebound well. They're just one of those Summit teams that are just really well disciplined and good fundamentals. That's really what they are. So I'll take them plus the points. I agree with that line move. Yeah, I'm with I think Solo. Give me San Diego State. They've been pounding teams at home against Cal Baptist. Cal Baptist's been all over the place. They've traveled all over the place here. But what I've seen from their play is they lack size. The Aztecs have pretty good size. And San Diego State, they have a really good following at the Viejas Arena there. The crowd gets into it, and it juices up San Diego State. They're now ranked, right? They had some big wins. They beat Creighton. They beat Houston on that neutral court, right? We were saying, well, it's a rebuilding year. Man, this is a difference, right? This coach there for San Diego State, man, he gelled this team really well. I mean, because
and the offense seems a little bit better than normal.
And the offense is better, yeah. Exactly. They can score some points now. Right. They're not all like relying on the defense to save the day. They're actually like, you know what? If we can play some defense, we're good at it. But let's pick up the offense, and man, what's up?
And I was impressed when they went in at the TV game and they went into Fresno State and just pounded them by 22 on the road. I said, "Wow, this team, that was an impressive win there by this Aztecs team." And they beat their little brother San Diego at home by 17. What was that with San Diego last night? Oh my God, losing the Beach? How the hell do you lose how the hell does the WCC?
Oh, the Beaches got it done?
The Beaches got it done last night. Outright. I don't know. That was a shocker of the night to me.
That was a late game. Yeah, I was asleep.
Yeah, USD. I could not believe that result there with the WCC team dropping that one to the Beaches, who've just been brutally bad with the coaching change and all. But, I look at San Diego State there. I almost took BYU, but that was too much because I don't like this Fresno State team. But 27.5 was too much to lay. Now it's 28 at Pinnacle and 27 everywhere else. So the people are jumping on this BYU team. Even the Sharps are all over BYU today. A lot of points, right?
I think we see some points.
Bet against home favorites of 10 or more points after being beaten by the spread by more than 18 points in their previous game. After going under the total by 42 in the last 7, Fresno State 31-11 fits that betting system. So betting the other side, taking all those points, but then it's also there's a betting system on the other side that says take BYU too. So it's like, I know, one of those, I'm gonna look at Bryant plus the 23.5. There's some quality with this Bryant team. Strong on the offense class. They make their threes at 38%. If you can make a three, you're in a game. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. They start hitting
with
threes.
These points, and they defend the two pretty well. So I'll go ahead and take them in this spot. Bryant plus the 23.5. I know it's a St. John's team there, Patino and all that, but I'm gonna lay it with. I'll take it there with Bryant in that spot. All right, we got you through the college hoops action. We'll get ready here for the NHL. First, let's see what Solo has for sale over at Tony's Picks, heading to a big weekend of action here. NBA, college basketball, of course, Army Navy coming up, of course, NFL got a big game tomorrow, 16-game card for the NFL. So those buys are done now. So we're going to have 16 games a week. Solo Boom, great work in NBA. What do you have for sale?
We slight today. We got a 3-pack today. We sprinkled 2 NBA, obviously, 1 college basketball. we're going to hold our bullets today. We're going to be firing strong tomorrow. Really like my plays today, so sign up with me. Day pass, 3-day pass, week pass, month pass. Pair me up one of the good cappers, the homie Chris, OG Rod, obviously Tony T. We can get this money for you, man. We can stack it up brick by brick. But just moving forward, man, these bowl games are coming up. This NBA is really clicking. College basketball, they about to really get into this conference play. So I'm going to be firing real heavy, man. Sign up with me. Let's get it.
Let's get it, guys. Get on board with Solo over at Tony's Picks. You see the good results from Solo here. 458 units for NBA last 7 days. Get on board with Solo. Remember that promo code Tony T at checkout will save you that 15% off. The link in the description to Tony's Picks and get signed up with Solo because long-term passes, all long-term passes include late steam. So get on board right now with Solo over at Tony's Picks. All right, Solo, as always, great having your show. Continue your success, and we'll catch up with you again later.
Appreciate it, man. Good luck, everybody.
Solo.
Let's get the money.
Amen.
Let's get it. Solo here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. All right, let's continue on here as we move over to the ice light card. We'll start here with Rod here. 2 games on the board tonight. Rangers and Sabres. We got the Rangers, $1.34, total 6. Ducks and Senators. Senators, $2.35, total of 6.
Yeah, and for me in these couple games, yeah, these are some tough games on the board in the NHL slate. That's for sure. You look at the Ducks, definitely. They're a scrappy bunch, but they tend to lead to low scoring games, and we get a whole lot of unders. So I like the under between Anaheim and Ottawa. Low scoring one, 1-3 type game wins that one. We already seen one game earlier this season, took a shootout to get the job done. It was a 4-3 in that one. But here in Ottawa, expect a lower scoring one. Expect Ottawa to bounce back. With Allmark and the Stahl and net in that one. 1-3 wins that one. And then I'm going to go completely opposite the other way. This Rangers team, their defense hasn't been good lately. They've been giving up goals. And I got to take the over between the New York Rangers in that one. Take one over, one under. Tough NHL card today. Definitely. I'm looking, and I probably won't be anything premium there. I lean to Ottawa, but the price is too much. They want their revenge. The Ducks beat them earlier, so you would lean to Ottawa getting the win, but you want to chase the puck line with Ottawa? Not really. And then the Rangers chasing the puck line lately have been not treating you so well. So I like the over. I like the under. I think that's the best way to go in hockey.
There we go. From Rod, we got you through the sports for today. So now it's time for our Parlay Perfect segment. The Cameras give out a parlay, a player, team prop, or a game up in the future. Let's start out with Rod.
And for me, parlay wise, I'm going to go right back to we'll just do a 2-teamer. Take LIU plus all those boatload, the 15.5 that you get in that one. The one's early, 6 o'clock Eastern on that one, and then the one later. Give me Duquesne over Maine. Lay the 6.5. I think Duquesne wins by 8 to 10 over Maine. I know you look at Maine 5-3 against the number, but Duquesne 2-7 against the number. They're starting to turn it on. Some of those numbers you got to watch. These teams schedule some hard schedules, so you look them covering numbers. Sometimes they don't cover a whole lot of numbers, so don't let their ATS number spread fool you. Definitely deep dive some of these college hoops teams. Because there's some teams they just don't cover
finals
spreads.
week. It is finals week. You see upsets in finals week a lot.
A lot, yeah. Because there's players that are focused on finals week, so they're busy worrying about exams, and then all of a sudden they got a basketball game, so they don't have as much focus on the basketball game as they do on a final exam, because the final exam is the rest of their life for some of these players.
Or eligibility.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to be able to keep their eligibility, they got to keep their grade score up, right? Yeah. So it's so their focus sometimes slides away as you wonder why I was going light this week in college hoops. That's why. This is my worst week, and I've over the last couple of seasons I've figured that out. I was like, why in December I hit this little chunk and it's awful, and that's what it is. It's the players have lost focus on some of these teams. And these big giant 32 points, I don't want to lay 32 points with Kentucky. Yes, Kentucky is the better team, but is that team going to be full down, all out, ready to go to kick somebody's team by 50? No, I've seen it where they get up by a 20-point lead, and they're like, oh, it's exam week. Okay, let's take our foot off the gas. Here, you can get in there and play a little bit. and they get some other guy in there playing, and then next thing you know, it's a 20-point win by Kentucky. So be very careful and cautious in college hoops this week.
Yep, college hoops this week, and light on the game plan. Like I said, sometimes they schedule these cupcakes for a reason because they're not going to use much game plan, just sort of try to get by with athletic ability. So that's what we see sometimes here with these. On over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep up with the player props. We hit our. I gave out SGA yesterday. Of course, he had a monstrous game in that OKC Mavs game. Luka dropped. I don't know what happened to him, but anyway. So we're gonna go back to points, rebounds, and assists tonight for both games. I'm gonna take Sengun in the Rockets game for over his points, rebounds, and assists. And yeah, as long as Trae Young comes out, we'll take him over his points, rebounds, and assists too. He could have a monster game here.
There we go from Chris. I'll tell you what I've got here. Parlay. I'm going to parlay the Houston Rockets with Bryant plus the points and South Dakota State plus the points. All right, there you go here with my 3-teamer for today. Now it's time to see what the Cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks here. Headed into a good week of action here with NBA Cup, NFL, all 16 games scheduled this week. No more buys. Let's see what Rod's got going over. He's been on fire over the last 30 days. Rod, what do you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, for me over at Tony's Picks, I've got my NBA drop a dime play. We've been hot in the NBA over the last month as well, so definitely head on over, scoop that up. I dropped it with Dallas yesterday, so bounce back day as well. 26-10 over the last 30 on those NBA plays, so definitely scoop up my drop a dime play. And then I'll have one play in college hoops. I just got to put it in. I found it as we were looking at the board. It's college hoops, as I said. It's one of those light cards. I'm going to throw that one in there as well. But the rest of the week, you should see what we got going. We got NFL back tomorrow, and then the bowl games start, and then we got some more college hoops, and we got some more NHL. We got some more NBA, and I'm liking the rest of the week a lot better. So jump aboard something long term, that way you don't miss out. If I find a late steam play got me yesterday on the San Diego game. It's like the Beaches got up in that one, and then never looked back in that game. So it happens once in a while. But, you get those wrong. But jump aboard long term. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotion as well. Pair me up with another one of the hot cappers you see here at Tony's Picks. And let's put some money in your pocket. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 15% off. Hit the links in the description. That'll get you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com, where you can scoop up those packages and jump aboard with us as we kick the bookies' butt.
So I got both Rod over at Tony's Picks, doing great work, as you can see there, over the last 30 days, and of course strong in the sports. Let's see what Chris has for sale over at Tony's Picks, and he's been on a tear here in the NBA. What do you got for sale, Chris?
I've got 2 picks in the NBA today. I've got a best bet, and then I've got a premium pick. The premium is a total pick, but yes, I've got 2 there. I'll have I guess NBA it's kind of slow start tomorrow, and then I think we get a big card Friday, Saturday, those kind of things. So I have an NBA best bet, all those. I may have a multi-pack. I'm starting to, like you said, heat up there. It's been a good run. I'm 24-14 for the month. So yeah, definitely pair me up with one of these other cappers, Rod, Solo, Tony, any of these guys. Everybody seems to be doing really well. We're all on the leaderboard. So it's a good month so far. And then, just make sure you use that promo code, save 15% off of the at checkout. And just hook up with something long term. I've got a lot of stuff going on here, and we're heating up in the NBA. Right,
get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. Of course, he's doing great work there. I got a best bet on the board here from the NBA tonight, guys. I've been hot again with my 2 in a row since I broke my streak on Sunday. So we're heading in the right direction with those best bets, and of course, get on board with there or consider long-term pass. I'm the number 1 unit producer in the NFL this year and doing well in college football as well. So if you get that 1-month pass, that takes you all the way to January 10th, get you covered here with many of the rounds of the playoffs, bowl games, NFL regular season, all the NBA college hoops overlap. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout will knock 15% off. We have a multi-capper promotion, so you can pair me up with your favorite capper and go ahead and get signed up. All right, got you through that. That'll do it here for the Tony's Picks more show. But first, we'll find out what the cappers got going over the YouTube channel. We have a large YouTube channel with lots of content. Again, you can watch us live at 9:30 a.m. each time every day. If you missed any show, it's archived. Just go to our YouTube channel, hit the live tab. You can watch the show. You need to see it again. If you need help with those late games, watch it again on replay. Of course, we do have a lot of on-demand content. Rod, what do you have over on Tony's Picks YouTube channel and your plan for this week?
And then for me, today I've got both hockey games covered for you on today's YouTube channel. And then going forward, I'll have you more hockey tomorrow's cards. As I said, 13 hockey tomorrow. So definitely have you covered on all 13 hockey. Throw in a parlay in there as well for that. And then going forward, as I said, I'll look at some of these bowl games. And if I find a bowl game we like, maybe selective on the bowl games, I'll throw up a video there on one of these bowl games. I know Tony will have you covered on every bowl game. He's that good on the bowl game coverage on the Tony's picks. So definitely check out all the content. I know Chris has a whole bunch of NBA videos as well. So definitely look at the content here at Tony's YouTube as it's growing and growing, and you see more of the faces you see on these morning shows and weekend shows. Stepping out and doing some more content for you. So definitely go check it out. We appreciate everybody that tunes into those videos, that tunes into us daily. Make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Appreciate each and every one of you.
Appreciate, guys. We like your thumbs up. Our channel, our live show is growing. Our channel growing very well. Very happy with everyone's contributions here on the Tony's show. Chris, what do you got over on the YouTube channel and your plans for the week?
I covered both games of the NBA Cup today on the videos. And then, of course, I'll have a couple more this tomorrow. And then I'm going to try to do more videos the more we have on the card if I can find decent games and good matchups in there. So yeah, just more NBA videos. I'm trying to cover as much as I can for you guys, and really trying to get some player props together and stuff like that as well to throw out there. So yeah, just a lot of NBA action on my end.
All right, guys. So check out Chris over on Touch YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications so you're notified when these videos drop and you get them that in-depth coverage with the on-demand videos. So check us out, guys. Remember, we're here every day, 9:30 a.m. each time with the morning show. So make sure you tune in, like, and subscribe. That's going to do for the show. Before we go, does anybody have anything in closing before we go?
Make it a big day. It's one of those days. Yeah, make it a big day.
That's right. Absolutely, guys. So check us out here. That's right. All the content you've got here on the channel. Wake up, guys. You make it a winning Wednesday. We're back again tomorrow here on the Tony's Mixed Morning Show.